So this absolute clown and fake patriot was on GB News today slandering Rupert Lowe, and his arguments really are just as pathetic as he looks. It also completely backfired, as the majority of people in his comments on his article was blasting him for being an establishment hack, which is pretty funny to see, so we'll have a look at a couple of those at the end too. But the fact that GB News would platform this man and not even have a Restore Britain representative on to dispute his absolute drivel is a disgrace in itself. Let's be honest, they wouldn't do it to reform, would they? Anyway, Rupert Lowe has also responded on X, but first let's see what he said.
Alistair, another blistering piece. It's fair to say you put the cat amongst the pigeons. The headline says it all. 7,000 Telegraph responders have got stuck in. Nigel Farage must reject Rupert Lowe's repugnant dance with white nationalism.
Yes, I believe in that strongly. I think it's time for people on the mainstream right to make a stand, and to basically say that there's two big debates here. There are people like me who believe that immigration should be dramatically reduced, that, illegal immigrants should be kicked out, that there should be integration, that we should wage a fight against Islamism, and that we should be proud to be British, we should love this country, and that we should embrace people who are willing to love this country.
Well, if you actually believe all those things, and you've also been the editor of the Daily Telegraph for 9 years, why have you sat back and watched millions upon millions of immigrants come to this country while you have been the editor of the biggest right-wing newspaper in the country without ever once calling for the collapse of the Tory party? Why is it the second we have a genuine leader on the right who will fix everything you claim you want fixed, you immediately attack and slander them behind their backs like a coward, and not even give them the courtesy of being in the room while you do it? This man is an establishment traitor, and people like him who have the influence to steer public conversation and have done nothing are the exact problem with this country. These people pretend to be on the right, but really, they just want the status quo. They love the Tories because they're led by a first-generation Nigerian immigrant, and they all go to the same dinner parties in London or something. No matter that they've just finished importing over 12 million people in the last 14 years directly against our will, this man supports them regardless, because they're filled with pretentious twats like Jacob Rees-Mogg and Michael Gove, and they all get together and wank each other off over pictures of Shabana Mahmood.
Of this country. And my position is that you can become British. You can choose to become British, and it is not about race, and it's not about your parents or grandparents or great-grandparents, right? So, and unfortunately, there's a group of people, some of whom are supporters of Restore, that don't agree with that.
Well, yeah, because it's complete nonsense. You can only be British if you are native to either England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, or Wales. My ethnicity is not a skin suit. This isn't a video game where you can just go into character creation and pick whatever background you want. And the reason this is such a big issue at the moment is because establishment traitors like this man have sat back and watched our country go from 96% white British to under 70% white British in his lifetime and done nothing about it. In fact, he wants it to continue. If we were having this discussion and we had demographic security, then I may have more patience for this conversation. But that is simply not the case, and I don't give a toss about your civic nationalist drivel. Either get on board or shut up, because there are serious people out there trying to fix our country.
Of whom are supporters of Restore that don't agree with that and have a much more ethnic definition of Britishness. I think that's where the whole argument boils down to. And I just don't agree with that. I think that's wrong. And I think we should be, the parties of the right should be civic nationalist parties. People who love Britain, who've become British citizens, are British regardless of the colour of their skin. I think that is the key argument here. I also disagree with Restore on a bunch of specific policies. For example, they want to ban kosher slaughter. Rupert Lowe said that it was a barbaric and anti-British practice in that video that he made intended for Nigel Farage. That's complete nonsense. There's been kosher slaughter in this country ever since there's been Jews in this country, and Jews are British patriots. There's all sorts of other points like that, but I think fundamentally there's a big row here, and the row is about, can you become British?
Well, at least he's honest about who he is. Like I said before, he's just an establishment smear merchant. And thankfully, now we all know to completely disregard anything that comes out of his mouth. And I personally have no issue with Jews in Britain. I have ethnically Jewish friends, and they're great people. However, kosher is barbaric, just like halal. And it should be banned because A, it's brutal torture for animals, and B, this is England.
You also claim that Rupert Lowe, again, you're not sparing any punches, is a deluded egotist who is toxifying British politics, fanning the fires of racial and religious strifes, and risks handing permanent power to Andy Burnham's leftist revolutionaries. And it's fair to say quite a few of your own readers disagree with your opinion piece.
Oh, yes.
The top-rated comment on the article was by a reader called David Jones saying, "Oh, Alistair, I'm disappointed. I'm normally a big fan of your articles, but this attack on Rupert is totally desperate."
Well, it's not desperate. I think it's essential.
Oh yeah, it doesn't sound desperate at all when you have to say it's not desperate.
I think obviously his behaviour is entirely destructive because A, he's bringing in all this kind of obsessive race-linked debate. For example, today he was unable to say that the king was white British. Because under certain definitions, the king isn't white British. Well, if the king isn't white British, who's white British? I think you can become British. That's the key. And obviously the king's British. And secondly, obviously, he's dividing the right because he's deliberately standing to try and destroy reform, and that means that the chances of there being some sort of right-wing majority in Parliament are diminishing.
May I ask you, is your goal, aside from obviously eviscerating Rupert Lowe and Restore, to try and forge an alliance between the Conservatives and Nigel Farage? And yet today, Kemi Badenoch said she wouldn't do that. She thinks that Reform are woke.
Yeah. I mean, this is where it all becomes ridiculous, more and more ridiculous, right? Does
this man hear himself? Rupert's apparently dividing the right, while he's sat on TV calling anyone that is more right-wing than, Kemi Badenoch or Tim Stanley a racist. What an absolute clown. Anyway, Rupert responded, as you can see here. GB News platformed guest after guest to insult and abuse both me and Restore Britain, yet refused to host me live and unedited in the studio. There is a complete ban on me appearing. It's utterly pathetic. Why not allow me on the channel to defend my party? And yes, this is an easy way for GB News to start losing all credibility. You should at least have someone on from Restore Britain in order for them to defend themselves against this slander. But they wouldn't do that because Rupert especially, but anyone from Restore Britain would have ripped this guy apart. And he even got humiliated by his own comment section, as you can see here. So these are literally the top 4 most liked comments. So we have, "Oh, Alistair, I'm disappointed. I'm normally a big fan of your articles, but this attack on Rupert is totally desperate. He makes a lot of valid points and speaks to a lot of disenfranchised people who have been made to feel like strangers in their own country." And we have AP. "I just want the Islamization dealt with, not too worried about the rest of immigration. You come here, our rules. If you don't want these rules, just F off." That's all Rupert Lowe wants, and this is taken out of context. Yeah, absolutely. 100% agree. Again, if we were sat at 90% ethnically English, no one would be having this conversation. Mohammed Zia Yusuf would say the same thing. I think that's a slight because he's Muslim. And then Paul Cantab. "I want to see England remain recognisably English. We're being replaced and it must be reversed." So yeah, I think it's fair to say this man totally humiliated himself and his article has gone down like a lead balloon. Anyway, please let me know what you think about all this in the comments, and thanks for watching.